Back at Alfred E. Bennett Field here in Boonville, Indiana, the Jasper Wildcats with a 14-3 halftime lead, getting ready to receive the ball to start things off for the second half. Quick rundown of the stats, taking a look here. Nolan Aaron's passing was 6 of 10 for 79 yards. Was sacked just one time. 3 catches by Ben Moore for 43 yards. Zach Wood, 3 catches for 36 yards. But the Wildcats really doing a number rushing the football. 17 carries for 83 yards, most of those coming from the tandem back there of Ben Moore and Nick Hale. Ben with 8 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown. Nick Hale with 6 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown himself. So the Wildcat offense really started to roll after they got settled in after their initial drive was stalled on a 4th down play, on a pass play that fell incomplete, and got to control the football game, Bless.
Did a real nice job, after a slow start, as it seems to have been so far all 3 games this year, of doing a good job stiffening up on defense and getting the offense rolling. And now they have a chance to, get the ball to start the second half. Better keep an eye out for an onside kick here. But if they can come down and score, then, they really take control of the game.
Yeah, defensively, the Wildcats gave up 67 yards rushing on that initial drive, but only 10 yards after that. So the Wildcats will get the football. It's Ben Moore. Swiftly runs across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, maybe about 22-yard return on the play, and so that's where the Wildcats will start things off. They're going to naturally rest it right there at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice job of Ben catching it and taking off, trying to find a hole. Closed up pretty quick on him, but that's what you want. Just keep moving forward and then take what you can get, and then let's go on offense. Set up in the double tight end I formation.
Yeah, with the Wildcats with the red and the I set up in the backfield. Aaron's under center. Gives to Nick Hale. Nick Hale finds some daylight to the outside. Rushes across the 40-yard line, unless he stepped out of bounds before. It's going to be close to the 40. Gain of about 9 on the play, so a nice start there, Bless.
Yeah, it's a good play. Get some space, make some yardage. Short 2nd down. It's nice.
2nd and 1, and I expect the Cats to just try to get a nice controlled drive here with the run. Try to control that line of scrimmage. As Hale gets the 2nd carry. And it looks like he is across the 40 to just shy of the 41-yard line, so that should be enough for the 1st down. Well, actually, it's closer to the 40, so can't really see where it needs to go. Yeah, yep, no gain on the play, so the Wildcats now facing a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it looked like he had a better surge in that. He might got a half a yard or so. Kind of give him credit for.
Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Jasper leads 14-3 over the Boonville Pioneers. Wildcats with the football. Hale finds an opening off left tackle there and gets just to about the 49-yard line. So 9-yard run, plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, the coaches love that ISO play with a fullback leading up there, popping that linebacker. Coaches get excited about that. Coach Aaron's a couple weeks ago said, now if we can run that play, that's just good football right there.
Oh, absolutely. It's been in the playbook for the Wildcats, well executed on most nights for the Wildcats, and taking advantage of it tonight. Wood split out our way. Same setup, double tied in. Aaron's on 1st down is going to throw long. He throws to the outside of Wood. It looks like a little mix-up, but he does come back in, recovers well, and catches that football and gets down to about the 5-yard line. So just like that, the Wildcats from their own 49-yard line net about 46 yards on the play for a 1st and goal. So another hookup between Nolan Aaron's and Wood. It looked like it was pretty well covered, but the way he threw that ball to the inside there.
Yeah, a lot of contact, and put it up in the air, and Zach made a nice job adjusting and going and getting it.
Aaron's going to throw here on 1st down.
In the back of the end zone.
And he's got Hollis. There you go. So a 5-yard touchdown. So quickly the Wildcats back on the board again with just 9:49 to go here in the third quarter. Touchdown throw from Ahrens to Alice.
Yeah, nice job of the Cats, showing the run formation, pounding a few runs in there, and then making some big plays. Long pass play to Zach, which is becoming more and more familiar, and then Alice in the back of the end zone. It's a nice mix of running.
That was actually Alice's first touchdown reception of the season, so good to see him get on the board. He's such a valuable offensive threat for the Cats, but I think team defenses have just really been keying on him all year.
Yeah, I think they know he's a big weapon, and certainly Castleman has covered him up most of the night tonight.
And Kruger's been perfect on every extra point for this football game. Jasper leads at 21-3 with 9:49 to go. We'll take a quick break in the action. Jasper football on 18 WJTS. Back at Alfred E. Bennett Field here in Boonville, Indiana. The Jasper Wildcats enjoy now a 21-3 lead as Austin Alice, after a 46-yard hookup between Ahrens and Wood, and then Alice catches a touchdown pass, his first of the year, to give the Wildcats this lead. So Boonville on the return, and runner breaks away. That's number 34 for the Pioneers.
Franz, a sophomore, good athlete.
Devin Franz, 5'9", 150 pounds, normally plays at a split-end position for the offense, gets a good return to about the 32-yard line. So that's where Boonville will start things off with their first possession here of the second half. But, yeah, blessed just like that. The Wildcat offense just on a roll.
Yeah, they did a nice job, nice mix. One thing Nolan Ahrens, that we haven't seen a lot of so far. There hadn't been a need, but some mobility, rolling out, throwing on the run a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch the defense, see if we can stiffen up here, figure out what their offense is up to. And
well, the quarterback keeps it this time, and I don't think anybody saw it. And boy, look at the opening the Heat finds to the outside, as finally Betts has to wrestle him down. Not before he gets across midfield down to the 42-yard line. So just nice. Like that, it's
they really sealed that off. Got our line to go in and bite on the fake, and linebackers flew in there, and one-on-one missed tackle in the open field. Nice run by the Boonville Pioneers, a big gainer.
So the sophomore running back Ryan Nance gets 26 yards on the play, and now the Boonville Pioneers knocking on the door. First time they've have since really the first quarter of this football game. Now in Wildcat territory at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Johnson shifts over to his spot, put Castleman in motion. They give it to Johnson on the right side, and he gets to about the 40-yard line, so gain of about 2 on the run. So the Wildcats just confused on that misdirection play. He looked like he had 2 fakes to 2 different running backs before Nance kept it for 26 yards.
Down on the line of scrimmage. It's a nice play. Now it's 2nd and long. No, Cats need to stiffen up here.
Well, they got 2 guys split to the left. They give it to Johnson on an outside sweep, so he tries to get to the outside on the jet sweep.
Boone John in the backfield. 53, nice tackle there, and Braden Betts coming up. Again, it's just a play of whenever they go to the sweep, we got to get in the backfield, and Boone John did a nice job of doing that there.
So Johnson on that with a 2-yard loss. And that is going to take it back to a 3rd and 10 now. Ball back at the 42-yard line. So the officials want to call a timeout. We got an equipment situation out there, and looks like everything's good to go. That being,
I think they keep.
I think it was Joe Johnson that was. He got his helmet snapped up. So back in the huddle. 7:55 on the clock. Clock is running. Jasper up 21-3 here. 3rd quarter action. But Boonville, after a 26-yard run by their quarterback, Ryan Nance, now facing a 3rd and 10 from the Wildcat 42.
Big 3rd down play here.
Still not wanting to throw the football, but Nance keeps it this time, so yeah. Exactly. And this one gets it across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Needs to get to the 32, so they're going to face a fourth down here. Gain of about 34, about
10 yards probably.
Yeah, we'll call it 8-yard run. It's one of those situations, fourth and a long too.
That 4-down territory, they're going to want to go for it to keep their momentum and try and stay close.
So the Wildcat defense going to have to come up with a stop here on fourth down, 7 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Castleman, who's really hurt the Wildcats to the outside on a number of plays, and looks like he's got an opening there to the left side. He gets to about just shy of the 30-yard line, but it's enough for a first down. So
needed 3, probably got 4.5.
Yep, so a 3-yard run by number 2. And the Boonville Pioneers survive another set of downs here. So the ball now at the 31-yard line, first and 10. The Wildcat defense did an excellent job, pretty well dominating the second quarter of action after a nice long 18-play drive that Boonville opened up with, finishing with a 3-yard or 9-yard, field goal for 3 points. So handoff up the middle. Actually, new running back on that play was number 31. That being Anthony Rosas. So he gets about 5 yards on the play to the 26. 2nd and 5.
Using a lot of clock again.
Now they're going to actually throw for just the second time, and he loses, or third time of the ball game, but he loses control. Yep. So Wildcats actually good pressure on the outside there.
Yeah, no.
Trying to see. Oh, actually, it was Otto that was kind of in his face there. He lost control of the football. Didn't look like he knocked it out, but
no,
he just lost the handle.
Lost it as trying to make a play.
So it's a fumble, but recovered by Boonville, but a 5-yard loss on the play. So now they're faced with a 3rd and 10 from the Wildcat 31-yard line. Johnson moves back into the 2-back set from his wing spot. Option this time.
Yep.
And he actually...
by Spencer Otto getting back there once again in the backfield, making a nice play. Getting a little fired up. That's what we need.
So the quarterback keeper on the option. It looked like actually Johnson was his pitch man, but he got way ahead of himself, and he pitches that thing forward. It's actually a forward pass, so he really didn't have that option there. He had to run the ball no matter what. So 2 yards on the play. And now Boonville from the 29-yard line.
It's going to be
facing
4th and long.
Yep, a 4th and a long 8.
Yeah, they're going to probably go to something that's worked before. The misdirection to the outside. They're not trying to throw it. They got Castleman split wide.
Actually, a play-action pass. They're going to try to throw it long. Right there is Teal, but he knocks the ball out at the last second. Actually, Stallwood came over there to help out as well. Pass was a little bit short. It looked like
he did a little out and up, and Grant recovered nicely. Ball was a little late getting there, and Grant made a nice play to knock it loose.
Absolutely, because Devin Franz, the split him, kind of held up, looked like he was going to hit there, and looked like he had the ball in his hands, and you're right. He did knock that thing loose, so an excellent play by the sophomore. So Wildcats take over on downs as the pass falls incomplete. They'll have the ball here at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
So let's see if the Cats can march down, get another score, and really take control of this game. It'd be nice to see them find their offense and flow here.
So this time Ben Moore at the tailback spot. Hale got a number of carries last time, and Moore takes it from the 29 to the 36-yard line, about 7 yards on the play, so a nice start there.
That's a good first down play once again.
Actually, I'll take it back. It looks like only about 6 yards maybe on the play, so we'll call it 2nd and 4. Aaron's play action. Throws it out there to Hipschman. Hipschman with his first catch of the ball game.
Yeah, nice catch. Nice throw.
And those are the types of plays, Bless. It's just, had a number of runs, kind of establishing things offensively, a little play action there, and just find your tight end across the middle.
Yeah, and, he's such a good second option. When you roll out this way, bring him across the middle, they're going to float to where the ball's moving. And just look back, I think we noticed earlier he was wide open, and I must have talked about that at halftime.
He gets the ball to the 45-yard line, 10 yards on the pass play. High backfield this time.
We got single coverage out here on Alice and Wood.
This time the give is to Hale on the tailback spot. The Wildcats mixing things up with their backs. 5-yard rumble on that play. So Hale, just kind of a workman's effort tonight.
Yeah, it's, I think they're splitting the yards and splitting the carries with Hale and Moore pretty well. I think they both have about 9 or 10 carries, around 50 or 60 yards.
Checked in for the Wildcats is Cody Jacob, number 19. He split out here along with Wood. Aaron's backs to throw, throws it across the middle. Oh, and cannot corral the football in. He was wide open and gone for a touchdown, but unfortunately, Ben Moore couldn't hang on to that football there, Bless.
No, he couldn't. He's got to look it all the way in before he starts to run. You got to catch the ball first, and he knows that better than anybody. And all these guys know it. So, it's a good call. Boonville really brings all their defensive backs up, and it's basically one-on-one with all the way down on that spread. So, if we keep sending guys deep, we're going to get behind them. We got an official timeout.
All right, so with the time, I will take a quick break in the action. Wildcats will face a 3rd and 5 from midfield at the 50-yard line. 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. They lead 21-3 over Boonville. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS. Back once again at Bennett Field here in Boonville, Indiana. 2:48 on the clock here in the third quarter. Jasper leads 21-3, facing a 3rd and 5 from midfield at the 50-yard line. So Aaron's under center. It looks like maybe 4-down territory for the Cats, but they elect to pass. And he's going for it all with Wood, and overthrows his receiver a little bit. It looks like there was a slight hesitation and a...
Yeah, he really, Austin Alice was wide open in the flat, and it's good to go for the bomb, but, on 3rd and 5, let's get a first down. That play's worked, the one we just ran quite a few times, but in that condition, we just really want to keep the drive going.
Well, in that situation also, we're facing a 3rd and 5. You could have said that, possibly 4-down territory, just the way the offense has been rolling, especially with the run. But Cats elect to go for the home run there and come up short. Is actually really well covered by Cameron Flowers, number 24, the junior defensive back for Boonville.
Yeah,
now,
Cats formation.
Yep. So the Cats are going to punt it away here. Well, they're going to do the pass run option. It's wide open, so why not take it? And Alice catches that football. And, now he loses the football. I think the Cats, yep, you're right.
Got it back.
I saw a white jersey jump on it. Yes, they do. So the Wildcats with a big play there.
Cody Jacobs there in the right place to clean up something that could have been a pretty tough play. That's with that option to throw it, I think that time I think he could have kicked it if he didn't have anything. And, well, when you got Austin Alice, you always got something.
Absolutely. So Alice, it's 11 yards on the play officially. And the Wildcats with the ball at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
It keeps the drive going. That's good. If we get a score here, it puts it up 3. It's the first draw we've seen all year from Nolan.
Absolutely. He does an outstanding job with it as he gets about 7 yards on the play there, or 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, nice way to mix it up.
QB draw. 7 yards for Nolan Aarons. It's a ball down to the 33-yard line, 2nd and 3. Aarons from the shotgun lofts it out there, and he's going to be picked off this time. His first interception of the season that he's thrown. Threw that just a little too lightly that Moore had his man beat a little bit, and he just lofted a little bit short there, and it's picked off by Boonville.
Yeah,
that's number 31 who picked that thing off. That's Anthony Rosas.
A nice play by him, but just a tad bit underthrown. I'm sure Nolan liked to have that one back because he had our guy behind him looking for the seam. I think that's our first turnover for the year.
Yeah, definitely the first interception that Nolan's thrown. So Boonville will get the football back. Jasper still leads 21-3 with 1:38 to go, and the ball rests at the Wildcat 25 or Boonville 25-yard line. Give us to Johnson to the outside, and he's really starting to get fired up there.
Yeah, and here's a good example, a little momentum shift. They get an interception, and now all of a sudden it looks like they just look faster all of a sudden on that play.
Right.
And, they feel like they still have life instead of it being us going down and scoring 28-3 and things aren't looking so good. Now they got the ball and big turnover, and maybe they think something can happen.
So the ball now at the 34-yard line of Boonville. 9 yards on the run. 2nd and 1. It seems like Johnson has been their workhorse for the most part tonight after Castleman getting quite a few carries in that opening drive at Castleman. It looked like he might have wanted to throw that football because we got the receiver out here.
Yeah, they were gonna have Castleman throw that, but once again, Spencer Otto in the backfield making a big play.
Yeah, you could see actually that was Joe Johnson coming out of the backfield, and he was wide open, so it's a good job by the Wildcat defense to stop that for about a 5-yard loss. So that will move it back to the Boonville 29-yard line. So now the Pioneers facing a 3rd and 6. Hipschman actually out there in a defensive end spot, it looks like, if I see that correctly. Yep, he's out there. So the give. The quarterback actually kept that football, took a nice pop. I was trying to see who made that. That was Valenciano, and I think also Teal came up from his spot. Boy, that was a nice defensive play.
Pop. Yeah, we stacked him up and then hit him hard.
The quarterback actually kept that. I don't know if that was a part of the read option that they typically run out there, but he gains nothing on the play. And now Boonville facing a 4th and 6. We'll probably have to punt this away, but that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So the Wildcats with 21 on the board against Boonville's initial 3 on their first drive of the game. They've not been able to score since. So the Wildcats with 21-3 lead at the end of 3. You're watching Jasper Wildcat football on 18 WJTS. We'll be back with the 4th quarter right after this. Just here for the start of the 4th quarter here at Boonville, Indiana. The Pioneers, the ball at the 29-yard line, 4th and 6. They've elected to punt, trailing 21-3. Jasper with the lead. And just one receiver back less there for the Wildcats.
I think they want to make sure they cover for a fake.
Snap was a little bit high, but he gets the punt off, and just right there, Moore's going to call for a fair catch, and no, kind of blocked into him. Stallwood blocked the Boonville player, that Joe Johnson, but no harm there. So the fair catch stands, and the ball will rest at the 40-yard line where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. So 3rd quarter there, the Wildcats do get on the board with a touchdown pass from Ahrens to Alice. A 5-yard play after a 46-yard hookup between Alice and Wood. That was early in the 3rd quarter to give us a 21-3 lead, and that's where we are right now, boys.
Good way to start it, and Jasper moved the ball well. Just got their 2nd drive cut short on an interception. First turnover of the year for the Cats.
So on the 1st and 10, the Wildcats straight up the middle.
And Songer with
and Songer's number's not been called too many times tonight, really.
I think this is maybe his 2nd carry.
Right. He had a carry in the first half for 3 yards, and he gets about 3 on that one. So
that's about what the fullback gets. He didn't get much space to run whenever he gets the ball.
Right, just kind of a ball control play there. Ball at the 43, 2nd and 7 for the Cats. Gives to Hale. Hale's had some nice runs tonight as he gains about 3 more on that play. Gets it to the 46-yard line. And now
third and 5, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, we'll call it. So the Wildcats just want to take control of this football game. I mean, 21-3, defense has been doing their job, but you like the offensive side of the ball look a little more sharp. Just quick pass out here to Wood. He's just the guy to get it to if you want to get that. And his knee went down, but not. I think they're going to mark this at the 50. He should have enough. Well, no, I take it back. Yeah. Yeah, he moved that ball back about a half yard, and I don't know if I don't disagree, Bless, because his knee went down at about the 49 there.
It did. The guy in the center of the field changed the spot based on what he saw. So now here we are midfield with 4th and 1, and you know, this is when we just got to charge forward, get a first down here.
Exactly. I mean, this is where the offensive line is really going to earn their stripes tonight on a 4th and 1 from the 49-yard line. Got to get to midfield for the first down. Stack backfield, but quick pass over there to Hipschman, and look at that. The Wildcats really kind of a gamble there, but confident in that passing hookup between Aarons and number 7 Hipschman for his second catch of the ball game.
It's a good show of confidence to do that. Of course, a nice play, nice throw by Nolan, and good catch in traffic.
8 yards on the hookup to give the Wildcats into Boonville territory at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. 5:53 to go. Actually, maybe that's 9:53. I can't see that. Okay. A few lights on. Look at Ben Moore.
Yeah, Ben Moore getting something where there's nothing. That was a nice adjustment when the guy was in his face.
Yeah, because he was hit right there at about the 44, 45-yard line. So could have been knocked back for a 2 or 3 yard loss, but just keeping his leg drive going and winds up with about a 5-yard run.
That's just a nice carry.
Ball at the 37, 2nd and 5. Tack on 5 more yards for Ben Moore. He's going to get to the outside, cut inside. Boy, he's just a really shifty runner out there, boys.
Yeah, he is. He moves laterally so well. He's got good speed and just sees the field. Sees where there's space and manages to get to it.
So he gets that ball across the 30 to the 29. 8 yards on the run. So Ben Moore, Nick Hale. Like we said, running back 1 and 1A.
Yeah. We got 2 backs with Songer and Hale in the backfield.
Yep. And they give it to Hale.
Not much there.
So on the quick hitter. On the first down play. He's going to get this football maybe about a yard or 2. Actually spotted at the 27-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, about the 27. Maybe a yard and a half, so 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. Short 9, long 8.
Well, look at this inside counter play, and Cats have been wanting to get this going all year long with the tight end, that being number 85, Austin Alice, and breaks open for a nice play and a good time to call that, Bless.
Yeah, that was. It was a good misdirection, and it's a play that the Cats have been certainly working on and haven't shown much, but get the ball in Alice's hands. He just moves so well with it. Such a good athlete and big, good speed. It's a good, well-executed play.
So number 85 on the run, gets him 15 yards. And the Wildcats facing a 1st and 10 now at the 12-yard line. High backfield, pitch out, and the power. There's an opening. Hale finds it. He's not going to stop until he gets across the goal line and scores from 12 yards out. So Nick Hale with a 12-yard touchdown run and gives the Wildcats a 27-3 lead. Bless, what do you think about that drive?
Yeah, it was a good, just, typical Jasper drive. Good sustained drive. Nice running plays. Had a little 4th down conversion, 4th and 5. Big, those things are big plays. And it's nice to see Jasper have the confidence to actually throw the ball in that situation. But, after that, they just kept moving it. Didn't get in too much trouble after that. Nice mixing it up with Alice running it, and a good finishing off run by Nick Hale.
So a nice booming kick right through the uprights again by Kruger, and Jasper now with a 28-3 lead over the Boonville Pioneers with 7:54 to go. So we'll take a break in the action. You're watching Jasper Wildcat football down here at Boonville tonight and they lead 28-3 and 18 WJTS. We'll be back right after this. That's had the football at the 40-yard line, and 9 plays later, Nick Hale takes it in from 12 yards out, and well, that's one of the gutsy calls in that drive was when the Cats were right at around midfield on 4th and 1, decided to do a quick pass to the tight end, Aarons to Hipschman for 8 yards, and that was a key play there.
Yeah, a real key play. And, you know, you got to believe that Jasper could have pushed their line back a yard and gotten it just running up the middle, but just wanted to try and mix it up a little bit. They threw the play. Low kick by...
And it looks like Johnson's returning that. He fielded it at about the 10-yard line and returns it about, looks like about 16, 17 yards or so there. And he'll get the ball 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. But also it was a nice run by Alice on that inside tight end counter run, 15 yards to get the Wildcats to the 12-yard line.
A new look, something different I'm sure they hadn't seen yet. So let's see if Jasper can stiffen up, get the ball back, and extend this lead.
So Boonville, after getting 3 points on the board in their first drive of the game, have not been able to put anything else up. But on 1st down, they pitch it to the outside. And it looks like they might be moving in some other guys to carry the football. I'm trying to see what the number was out there. It looks like 35 was the ball carrier, and that's Charlie Allen, 5'6", 145 senior. So it's good to see their senior running back with a chance to carry the football. And he gained 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 from the 32. .706 coming up on 7 minutes to go in this football game. Quarterback keeps it this time. And Nance with actually a nice run there. His pitch man, Johnson, stayed there with him. He had that option, but he just had a nice open spot. He gets the ball to about the 41, 42 yard. No, actually, boy, they're really giving another generous spot there. It's now at the 44-yard line. So
yeah, it was you know, again, he made a few fakes and then brings it outside, and that guy's got a little lost in there.
He needed 6 for the first down, got 16. So now the ball rests at the 44-yard line. Boonville trailing this football game 28-3 with 6:48 on the clock. Boonville's only attempted 3 passes, I think, altogether in this football game. Bring a man in motion to give it to Castleman, who cannot get to the outside. Nice play defensively.
Cal Kruger and Cole Kryline in there to make the play. Linebacker, I think Cal was lined up as a defensive end that time in a 3-point stance, but again, getting in the backfield and cutting that off from those guys getting to the outside. We do have 15 Cole Lemcooler in the game. One of the safety spots.
Well, the Wildcats starting to give some kids an opportunity to play tonight. Lemcooler, the senior. Under center this time is the quarterback, Nance, and he's going to throw the football. The left-hander lofts it out there and completes a nice pass play there for Boonville. Gets it across midfield, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what this is about.
Yeah. Coverage is there. It's a nice, well-thrown ball, a nice catch.
And it's going to come back as a holding call against the Pioneers.
Tell you what, I've seen a lot of, I don't know if they're, I can't imagine they're coaching it, but there's an awful lot of times where they're grabbing guys and pulling them down. They don't all get called. I think they get called whenever it matters. I don't know.
Right. So it marches back from the spot of the foul, so that's going to put this football now at the 31-yard line, if I'm seeing that correctly. So that's a 12-yard penalty.
So it's second and
22. So a big break for the Cats because a nice pass hookup on the throw from Nance. Pitch to the outside, and that is, let's see, was that Johnson carrying the football or somebody new coming in? No, Johnson. Yep, Johnson still out there. Gain of about 6 on the play. ball to the 37-yard line and facing a long 3rd and 16.
Pablo Santos, 43, checking in, defensive line.
Nance backs the throw, lofts it out in the flat, looking aggressively coming up on that play. He did complete the pass, but that's a nice defensive stop there by the sophomore, Grant Teal.
Yeah, nice play by Grant. Coverage was there. They made a nice catch and a good throw, but Grant right there to make the tackle, and now it's 4th and long. But at this point in the game, 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go, it's likely Boonville will be going for it.
So the pass play gains 8 yards. And now faced with a 4th and 9 from the 45. But, yeah, Grant's made a couple nice plays tonight.
Yeah, I think he's getting accustomed to varsity football. He's a good athlete and just has good.
Pass out there, and they're going to call him for a pass interference. Oh, man. Looked like it was well timed on that hit, but it's not what the referee believes, so Wildcats going to be hit with a penalty here. It'll be 15 yards from.
Not really sure what you do different on that if you're a defensive player.
Well, actually, they got to do that actually from where the spot is. It's not where the foul is.
It's 10-yard penalty, right? So it should be
15 actually, I think.
15.
Yep. So coming up from his corner spot there was Braden Betts. Looked like he had a nice play on the ball, but not so on 4th and 9, so that's going to move the ball to the 40-yard line of Jasper. 15-yard penalty on the pass interference. So Boonville stays alive, 1st and 10. Pitch to the outside, Joe Johnson, number 32. And he is wrestled down at about, I think, the 37, so a gain of about 3 on that play, Bless.
Yeah, and he got outside, but with good pursuit and aggressive Jasper defense, they bottled him up.
So Boonville trying to get on the board again. They trail 28-3 with 3:20 to go here in the ball game. Survive that last drive on a 4th and 9 with a pass interference play, and there's a fumble, and quickly the back jumps on top of it.
Covered it, but basically lost it down on that, and they lost it a few yards. That's a good break for the Wildcats.
So it moves it from the 37 back to the original 40-yard line on this set of downs where they started. So now 3rd and 10. Boonville on the recovery, and yeah, it's just one of those situations. I mean, you gave up 3 points to start things off, so it's not necessarily a shutout, but you know, when you hold a team out of the end zone, that's a big
it's a big night.
win for the Cats.
Yep. The defense is still figuring out what they've got and how everything's gonna work.
Yeah, and for the most part, I know you mentioned a few players getting out there, Santos and Limcor, but for the most part, you're seeing the Wildcats starters still out there.
Yeah, I think Colt Kryline came in. I don't believe he started. He's been in at linebacker most of the game. Him and Mitch Lindauer in the middle. We've been running a lot of 5-man front, which has 2 linebackers. They've done a nice job in pursuit and filling the holes.
So Boonville still trying to stay alive, 4th and 8 from the 38-yard line. Castleman moves into position in the backfield. Nance tries to send his man long, but look at that defensive play there. The Wildcats with a big sack. Rumble for the football, regardless of who comes up with it. The Wildcats are going to take over, and I think that was Santos with a nice pop on that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Pablo was in there, and
yeah, everybody's popping him in the helmet there. So yeah, look at that.
Good job for Pablo.
So we'll give Pablo credit for a quarterback sack. And so the Wildcats will take over on downs with a big pop there at their own 49-yard line with 1:36 to go, and pretty well to seal this football game, Bless.
Yeah, puts us in a pretty good spot.
Actually got a player down on the field for Boonville. So we'll take a quick break in the action. 1:36 to go in this football game. Jasper in control, 28 to only 3 for Boonville. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS. Cats looking to just finish off the football game. They lead 28-3 with 1:36 to go here in the fourth quarter. And they have the football.
In a tailback.
There you go. So giving
first chance he's been in.
Milligan, number 32, 6 foot, 150-pound junior. His first carry of the ball game, and he gets the ball to about 5 yards on the play. We'll say actually 4 yards, I guess, to the 47-yard line in Boonville territory now. So number 32 with a 4-yard run makes it 2nd and 6. The clock was stopped there briefly. The game clock's not running for some reason, but
he went out of bounds, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So kneel down here, and
so Aaron's will just take a few knees here with 1:18 and clock running, but
I know you don't want to, in these situations, it's good to preserve the victory, but 28-3, it's all these guys on the field still would like to compete. It'd be nice to see them, allow them to compete, but I understand we just want to maybe get out of here, but
right.
Kneeling down, these guys put a lot of effort into it. It'd be nice to see them get a chance to compete every play.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it at least one more time because you got to go to 4th down because, let's see, 42 seconds right now, clock running. But they're going to have to at least punt this away unless they just give it to Boonville and expect Boonville to take a knee on that final play. But
I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I can't imagine.
The referees, well,
there's going to be about a second or two to go.
Yeah, about 2 seconds to go, and I think they'll probably just let Boonville have the ball and let them finish it off. But, yeah, as far as this football game, Wes, it's just, Boonville came out sharp early on. I mean, just controlled the line of scrimmage and marched right down the field on an 18-play drive. They ran the ball 16 of those plays, but kind of stalled at the 9-yard line, and they had to kick a 31-yard field goal to take a 3-0 lead. And then the Wildcats actually stalled on their initial drive, got down to the 35-yard line, and on a 4th and 10, pass fell incomplete, but then they held the Boonville Pioneers to a 3-and-out, and then marched right down the field after getting the ball there in the second quarter with the 37-yard line, and finally got the lead with 3:43 to go in the first half, 7-3, and then got another quick score after getting the ball back on a 3-and-out by Boonville to take a 14-3 lead halftime. And there in the second half, you take a look at as far as how things went there. I mean, the Wildcats got the ball to start things off, and the big hookup was a 46-yard pass play from Aarons to Wood, and then set up the 5-yard touchdown pass from Aarons to Alice, and the kick was good and giving the Wildcats a 21-3 lead there, and pretty well control at that particular point. I mean, Boonville had a little bit of a drive there of about 9 plays where they then faced a 4th and 8 situation, and it was actually a nice pass breakup by Grant Teal that stalled that drive. And then the Wildcats on that next drive, it was actually the first interception thrown by Aarons as he threw a little bit short as Moore was running a post pattern there. And so Boonville got the ball back, 3-and-out, so the defense doing their job again there. And then the Wildcats getting the football from the 40-yard line on their last scoring drive. And a couple key plays on that one. This was in the fourth quarter at this point, where we faced a 4th and 1 situation. Aarons hit Hipschman for 8 yards, kept that drive alive. A nice 15-yard run by Austin Alice on that counter play, and then a 12-yard run by Hale to give the Wildcats that final outcome of 28-3. So we kind of took control of the football game, but it wasn't an explosive offensive night for the Cats.
No, it really wasn't. It could have been, a lot worse. And as a one-sided victory. Boonville just did a good job of just basically taking the first quarter away from the Jasper offense. Jasper showed some good things, pounding the ball on some run plays. I don't think we had any big long run plays. Most of our longer plays were pass plays, but a good even mix of, I think Ben Moore had around 11 or 12 carries and Nick Hale around 12 or 13. Moore was probably around 63 yards, mid-60s, and Hale around the high 70s. So, again, a good mix, but I think there's things that coaches will look at, is maybe just a couple of missed opportunities to really blow it open, and I'm sure that's what they'll be working on. And here we are, we're in the third game of the season now. It's the third time they've gone through the routine, and it starts to become a routine. And what you really got to fight against is, not getting complacent and preparing and the hard work and losing some emotion as you go on through the season.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And, one of the things, just taking a look at the stats here and everything, I mean, the Wildcats, like you said, as far as rushing the ball, actually Nick Hale finished with 86 yards on 13 carries. He had a long of 16 yards. So it was just, kind of nip and tuck, 6-7 yards here and there, and just kind of keeping drives alive and all that. Scored 2 touchdowns on the night. Ben Moore, 11 carries for 61 yards. His longest run was 13 yards. So, yeah, we just never got that big explosive run or whatever. But, the biggest play of the night was a pass play between Aaron's hitting Zach Wood for 46 yards. And, Aaron's passing-wise, 13 of 20 for 164 yards, 1 touchdown through 1 interception, but no big deal on that. Again, the Wildcats just threw a little bit short on that play, but it was a play that was wide open. He normally hits that.
Sooner or later, you're gonna throw some interceptions. That's the way it is if you put the ball in the air. And what's really nice is the Cats really, I believe, have confidence in putting the ball in the air, which was shown by that big fourth down play to Hipschman, the quick hitter. Years past, it would have been very rare that Jasper tries to put the ball in the air. We would have just tried to take it to him. So, again, that's showing good confidence in that passing game. And again, the key to successful football is a good balance.
Right.
Having weapons in a lot of different areas and not being one-dimensional. So.
Right, and defensively, the Wildcats holding Boonville to just 144 total yards, 131 on the ground, and just 13 in the air.
First drive.
Oh, probably. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt, because I think they had about 67 yards total in that initial drive. So, but anyway, so the Wildcat defense comes through. Scott Stallwood with 9 tackles tonight, Spencer Otto with 8, and so both those guys did an outstanding job defensively to lead this Wildcat attack. So we'll just wrap things up here. So tonight, the Jasper Wildcats finish with a 28-3 win. So for Craig Schneider, myself, and Mike Blessinger, my color guy, and Jeremy Marcos on the camera, this is Wildcat football on 18 WJTS. We'll be back next week as the Wildcats will take on the Heritage Hills Patriots at Heritage Hills. So we'll be back with the action there. So good night, everybody.